Isn't that the point? Secrecy, power, greed, smoke screens. Sir, an attendant dressed in an all-red suit and black mask held out a tray of red wine. I almost rolled my eyes. We were fucking mafia vampires now? Bad enough that I had to even be there when every one of my cousins got a free pass. Everyone but Chase's kids, who were probably bored to tears and ready to set fire to the place. So many politicians and celebrities to rub shoulders with. My presence alone should make them feel uncomfortable. I was armed to the teeth, ready to act if needed, and prepared to do the one thing I promised Chase I'd do. Make sure Violet didn't try to sneak off. They'd gotten in another fight about the facade of being both a politician's daughter and underboss's daughter, and feeling like a fraud every single time she wore her white dress and perfect nude heels and smiled for the cameras. She would be easy to pick out in the crowd. Her sleek black hair was the envy of literally every female I knew, and that matched with her light blue eyes, seriously hot body, and high cheekbones and full lips made her look like a fallen angel. One I would desperately like to corrupt. Not that we hadn't had our moments, some of them embarrassingly fast, but most of them first because, regardless of how she treated me in front of her dad, she trusted me, and I was in love with her. The shitty part was that she never let me get that far. Almost like she knew the minute we crossed that line there would be no going back and only death in our future. Delivered from dear old Dad himself. I smirked to myself. Right, the last thing I needed was Chase Abandonado murdering me for touching his perfect daughter. After all, my blood was no good, according to him. He didn't know, though, none of them did, how easy it was for me to play the dumb sheep when I'd been a wolf since birth, ready to devour the innocent, corrupt the powerful, and take my rightful place on the stolen throne. I was running out of time. This year, I would need to choose. This year would be the year my adopted dad would find out and force me to make a choice. I downed the wine in one gulp. "Gulping wine, how savage of you!" came Andrei Petrov's rough voice from behind me. I steeled my expression, chased away the easygoing smile and wink for the cameras as I shed every last emotion and turned to give the boss of both the Russian Petrov family and the Italian Sinacore family a cold look. "Vodka goes down better," I commented. "That's the spirit." He put his hand on my shoulder and gripped until his fingers dug into my muscles so miserably hard that I winced. Sick bastard liked to torture people by dangling them in a fucking tiger cage. The last thing I wanted was to get on his bad side. "Did you need something?" I asked in a bored tone, jerking out of his reach. Those passing by gave us a wide berth, their ill-concealed whispers drifting to my ears. "Monster, murderer," and then, of course, "gorgeous," from a few women who watched with rapt fascination even though he was married. "A favor." He licked his lips and grinned over my head. Slowly I turned. There she was in all her stunning glory, dancing with her father and smiling. Violet Abandonado, my mission, my curse, the one woman I wasn't allowed to touch, like the petty crystal you save for special occasions, the silver you only polish during Christmas. I might as well be dirt beneath her fingernails. Chase shot me a wink that just dripped with fake enthusiasm. I nearly flipped him off in return. What's this favor have to do with? Some associates. So, some assholes. Awesome. Where do I sign up? Rich assholes. He grabbed a glass of wine from a passing waiter. "It won't take long. My sources say a group of women were trafficked from Europe late last night. They'll bring them to the club as per usual. I'll try to get as many away as possible, and as for the remaining ones," bile rose in my throat. "I can't save them all. I'll let them choose. I always do." They either chose service or death. The only choice is given, so it didn't look suspicious. So Andrei could control the trafficking underworld without as much of a hint of goodness. They had to believe he was the demon he claimed to be when people closest to him knew best. He was their dark knight, their savior. The ones that stayed weren't allowed to be beaten, but being sold in prostitution, no matter how high profile, wasn't usually what little girls grew up wanting to pursue. Wish I could help, but I'm on babysitting duty. Violet did another twirl with her dad.